Hi, my name is Brian DeLuca. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about keywords and localized intent. So basically, what does intent mean? Intent means the intent of the user when they start a search. What are they really trying to find out? What are they really trying to get to? Well, and what happens when that's localized, meaning like if you're in a given area and there's a user looking for some specific piece of content. So recently we were working with the labor lawyer, and when we did start doing research into that labor lawyer's content, we saw most of the traffic from his keywords were being driven in on things like the lawyer's name, as well as labor lawyer, local to the area, which, was in Long Island, New York. So what we did is when we started digging deeper into those keywords and sort of the volume of traffic that was being driven by those keywords, we saw a lot of users, when they were doing searches, were using things like unemployment law. Now, it was really interesting to see because a lot of users, while in a labor lawyer's mind, it's about labor law, in a user's mind, it's a very different perception because, why are most of those users looking for that lawyer in the first place? Well, their intent is to find someone that could help them with unemployment. So a lot of times they're typing in things like unemployment law or unemployment lawyer or certain things like that. So what we saw was when users typed in unemployment law in Long Island, this lawyer came up 10th. Now, it was interesting because one of his competitors came up first. Now, while his site had enough, authority and ranking to, compete to be, within the top 10, the other lawyer had content that was really driven around what are those unemployment laws are, where this lawyer didn't. So what happened is even at a high level, where people are thinking about labor law, they're really searching for unemployment law, which is because that's the situation they're in. So what we saw really is them doing that localized search and finding this local lawyer on Long Island, in their neighborhoods, in their local neighborhoods that was coming up. So really, the idea is it's not just looking about the intent of users across the internet or in a broad scope. When you do these pieces with intent, you could actually throw in areas or localization that will help figure out which type of content you create for an individual local search. And what's that user's intent in that local area? Because where on Long Island, maybe they're using the word unemployment law, other places they may use labor law. So what are those users in that localized area really searching for when they're looking for a service, for instance, in this case, for a lawyer? Well, tune in again. We'll always have new information, and feel free to follow us and like our content. Thank you.